Hey everyone, welcome back to I Got the Recipe for You. Thank you for joining me. Today we're making a pistachio lemon pound cake, which is based on a recipe from Drew Spriggs. Let's go over our ingredients. I have 6 eggs, room temperature, 1 cup of chopped pistachios, chop them to your liking. I have 2.5 cups of sugar. I have 3 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of lemon extract, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. I have 1/4 teaspoon of cardamom, 1 tablespoon of lemon zest, 2 sticks of butter room temperature, a 1/2 cup of butter flavored shortening that's room temperature. I have a small box, I believe it's a 3.9 ounce box of pistachio flavored jello pudding. I have 1 cup of room temperature heavy whipping cream, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of pistachio extract, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of cream bouquet, a pinch of salt, some green food coloring to give my cake a nice little green tint. I have my Baker's Joy to spray my bundt pan. So I have a bundt pan too. And let's get started. Let's preheat the oven to 325 and spray our bundt pan. And I had to do a voiceover on this part, so if my words aren't matching up as I'm touching, please forgive me. I also have a sifter. I'm going to add in my flour. I'm going to add in the baking powder. I'm going to throw my salt in the bowl. I'm going to add my cardamom. I'm going to add my pistachio pudding. And sift this through. So now I'm going to take a couple of spoonfuls of my flour mixture, add them to the pistachios, and I'm going to coat them with it. So that way when I add the pistachios to the cake batter, they won't all sink to the bottom. They'll be dispersed throughout the cake. Okay, I'm going to take and add all of my liquids in here with in you go, in you go, in you go. Oh, and I have a teaspoon of cream bouquet. I'm going to give this all a little mix. Add my butter and my shortening. Oh, the eggs, the heavy whipping cream, and the butter and shortening should be at room temperature. Let this start cooking. Okay, I am going to, let's see, add my cinnamon zest in the flour, in the sugar. Okay, we're going to cream our shortening butter and sugar and lemon zest. I'm going to let this cream for about 10 minutes. Okay, now I'm going to start adding my eggs in one at a time, and I'm going to let them get fully mixed in before I add the next one. Alright, now I'm going to add some drops of green food coloring, and I'm going to add in the first part of my flour mixture. I'm going to blend that up, then add my wet ingredients, some more flour, some more dry, wet again, and I'm going to end with dry. And as you can see, I went and I added some more drops of food coloring so my cake could have a green tint. So now that my batter is all ready, I put it in my bundt pan. My bundt pan is already sprayed. I'm going to give the pan a couple of light whacks on my table to knock out any air bubbles. I'm going to put the cake in my preheated 325 degree oven, and I believe my cake baked for about an hour and 5 minutes, something like that. I checked it after an hour. Two tablespoons of vegan heavy whipping cream, a teaspoon of lemon zest, a tablespoon of melted butter, teaspoon of vanilla, and a tablespoon of lemon juice. So I'm gonna go ahead and start adding everything in. So as you can see, as I'm making my glaze, it was too thick, so I did go ahead and add a little bit more vegan heavy whipping cream as needed, and I did add a little bit more lemon juice. I needed to thin it out, and as you can see, I spilled some of the melted butter, so I use more heavy whipping cream, vegan heavy whipping cream, and lemon juice in the icing, and I also added some drops of green food coloring. So after I put my glaze on the cake, I topped it off with some more crushed chopped pistachios, and I added some more lemon zest on top just for decoration. So here's my finished product. I was really happy with the way this cake came out. I thought it was really pretty. I liked the way it looked aesthetically. I'm not someone who really eats a lot of pistachios. I've probably only tried them a couple times in my life, but this cake was a pretty good cake. And the pistachio flavor was not overwhelming at all. I was really surprised at how much I enjoyed it, and a couple of my family members were surprised at how much they liked the cake too. When I said lemon pistachio cake, they were kind of like, what? But it sounded interesting and I wanted to give it a try. I'm so glad I did. I even liked the way the color came out. I ended up being really pleased with this cake. But thank you guys for joining me again. I appreciate everyone who watches and subscribes. And just thank you guys. And I will see you next time on I Got the Recipe for You. Bye. And thank you to Drew Spriggs.